You gotta be ashamed of yourself, nigga. Real talk. You gotta be ashamed of yourself.
What's good, everybody? In this video, we are going to talk about my 100 meters this season. Yes, finally, we got to run the 100 meters a lot this season. Not like last year. Last year was a little lackluster. We only did it once, and it was at a -5 headwind. But we ain't going to talk about that one. But we're going to go from start to finish, show y'all each one of my races in order. And we're going to understand just how much I progressed from last year and this year. So without further ado, let's get straight into the video. Coming in first, we went to UCF, University of Central Florida. We had a whole week before we even started competition day, but I actually loved that we got to go there. It was 80 degrees, 90 degrees. It was hot. And in Maryland, it's like 40 degrees. So when we got there, it was actually pretty dope. But the first race of the season, I actually liked this. I actually really did like the start. I really didn't get to see it in this video, in the angle, but it was really a great start. It was a great reaction to the gun. Honestly, perfect. My first time going under 11 seconds. It was 10:89. It was went illegal, but you know, there's a first time for everything. I got my hips up in the race. I know I had to focus on that. I got them up after my dry phase. You can see it in one of the videos. And yeah, you know, I went all the way down. I didn't realize I had a win on my back, but you know, it's all good. But after that, you know, it was time to go back for training. We did very good. I felt really fast. You see in the clips right now, I was feeling myself. I ain't gonna lie. Coach was gaslighting me and everything. You know, but honestly, it just felt good. You know, I had confidence now. Really gained a lot of confidence going into the season. But now we travel to Delaware. Delaware, you know, I got second, 10:85. It was still win illegal. But, you know, he did slide. I'm not even going to lie to y'all. He slid. That white boy, that man was moving. All right, from the get-go, from the start. He got the best start out of all of us. But they didn't start recording at the time of that, but he was gone. Since I didn't have the greatest start, I couldn't really just make that comeback. I was trying my hardest to come back and get that win, but, you know, the time just wasn't there. I was close, though, you know, but I ran out of real estate. But I was really trying, though, honestly. But, you know, it was good because, you know, this is my second time going 10-8. And, yeah, so I was just really happy and really excited, you know, going into the next week. All right, listen, this next meet, I didn't really show y'all. I'm sorry. I was just very disappointed in myself. So I didn't record it and I didn't edit the vlog. But, you know, we did go to Morgan State for the next meet. Okay, I just didn't record it. But the practice week beforehand, it was pretty solid. I didn't think too much of it, you know. Got in there. Good, got the reps in. You know, I took a lot of pictures that day, but honestly, this was just a time to reflect. And really, you know, this is where you get challenges at. This is where you gotta, you know, fight through it. But you know, it was a good practice week, like I said, nonetheless. But when we got into the meet, feeling confident, but sadly, mistakes were happening. Listen, now in this race, I got out for the first 20. I had a good reaction to the gun, but that was my problem right there. I was so focused on the gun that I did not realize that I was doing a bad thing for myself. And honestly, it was just so bad because after that 20 meters, I realized I was never pushing. I realized I was just simply running with no thought after that gun. And I realized that because they were separating from me, bro. And it was just so sad. I was disappointed at the time. 10:98, the slowest time of the season at that time. I was just disappointed, bro, because honestly, I know I could have did better, but I sold myself short. I literally settled myself short. If I would have ran how I always ran, instead of just focusing on the gun and trying to get out, yeah, I would have done way better than that. Things happen, things change, but listen, now we got to just go into the next week. Next week, we did go to Jacksonville, Florida for the North Florida Relays. Honestly, I just love Florida. Rick State comes, Florida, got a lot. Yeah, that's beautiful. So I'm in lane 1 right there. It's hot. Y'all see me all the way, the little light skin. All right, listen. I didn't focus on the gun too much. I was right next to the gun, so I was going to be able to feel it in the body before anybody. But listen, I never stopped focusing on my task this time. Trust me. That whole race, I was focused. My teammate in lane 2 that y'all see has beaten me 3 times, and I haven't beat him once. But I had the confidence, and I know I'm better. I had that confidence, that motivation. So I stick with my plan. I kept pushing through the whole way, kept striking the ground like I always do, and I got to the line first. And I ran my PR 1082 in Florida. So yeah, that was the second time I went 10.8 in Florida. So yeah, really a good confidence booster. Really thought I really did my thing. Like I said, you just gotta be motivated to do it, man. I'm telling you. Dived at the line, got my new PR, and I was just really happy about it. Now that we let time simmered, it was time for conference. Going into conference, felt pretty good. Didn't really feel anything, but when we got to the meet, got into my running form, I'm striking the ground, but I'm not moving. I'm not moving. Honestly, I felt like it's just a setback, man. Honestly, I thought I can do way better than that. But, it gave me motivation. This is the first time I actually made it to conference by qualifying, so it actually gave me confidence. And going into the next season, I will do better than what I did last time. Trust and believe that one. Like I said, the first 20 was executed, and then after that, after getting out the dry phase, it was a little bad. So we just got to fix things. Now, after that, this is my first time qualifying for IC4As. Last year, I didn't qualify in nothing. My season ended very early in April last year, but this time I was able to actually move far. So I was really happy that we were able to make it this far. So just being able to get the process in was just a really good experience for me. Warm-up was pretty decent. So I was ready just for the races. I didn't really feel no pressure or nothing there. I was ready there. I'm just getting in there just to race, honestly. For the first round, I got out fairly decent with the pack. But after I separated, I was trying to get back. You see me right there in lane 7. So the bad part about this race was the middle. The middle part is what I lacked because the first 20, my first 20 is always going to be decent. The middle part is what it was. But then at the end, I was coming back, as y'all can see, but I ran out of real estate. I qualified for the second round, so we ran another round. All right, this time I'm in lane 8. Honestly, I think I ran a little slight slower at 10.9. But, like I said, it's just an experience, and I was glad to be there because I didn't qualify for the last time. Listen, you can never settle for less, but I was happy, honestly. I was happy to be there and to get the experience nonetheless. But like I said, next time moving forward, I don't want to have the same result. I want to do better. Qualifying for the second round was something I was happy for. Don't get me wrong, because I made it to the second round of IC4As and I've never been there before. But this time around, it's gonna be a little different. Now after this, May 13th goes around. We had our award ceremony to represent all the awards for the season, and I was gladly selected as the most improved athlete of the year for the outdoor season. I was very happy, don't get me wrong. All that work and dedication, that time that you put into work, all that grind that you did, it was finally able to be shown. And I was really happy, man, because honestly, I put so much into this. I constantly just go out there, run, get stronger. I do a lot. But like I said, everything you just gotta speak on the track. People don't see the background. They don't see the behind the scenes. They only see what you show them. So yeah, at least I was just happy to finally be able to prove myself. Now that the season was over, now it was time for my summer meet. I registered for a summer meet because I wanted to go out here and just do another run. I want to do another 200 also. So you see me, I'm all the way in Maryland. I'm across the bridge. So I got out here and I wanted to do some reps. So yeah, and honestly, this was another experience that I'm glad I went and done. The drive was pretty long, I'm not gonna lie. I drove in the morning. All right, it took an hour, 2 hours to get there, but nonetheless, it was just me. This wasn't the team that registered me and signed me into it. In the prelims, I didn't run a good time. I really didn't execute the race as much as I wanted to. Honestly, it was a bad rep, but like I said, you just gotta move on and get ready for the next race. So I qualified for the finals on time. So yeah, I had time to go again at it at the finals and redeem myself. So in the finals. I didn't get the best start, but, you know, this was a redeeming race, all right? I fixed up the second half of the race, and as you can see in the video, I came back and I got the win. Honestly, from start to finish, I tried to prove myself. Look, the start wasn't as best as I wanted to be, but I was still with the pack. And then the second part, as y'all can see in the video, I'm coming back and I'm getting that win, all right? I'm running through the line, not to the line. Remember the difference. But honestly, this was great. I was only 0.2 off the 0.02 off the PR, and I was glad about this. I was really happy. So that was my 100-meter season. Hopefully y'all enjoyed. Hopefully y'all understand that your boy's really out here grinding. All right, next season is going to be a movie. We are going to get that win. I'm telling you, we are going to be better. We're going to be faster. All right, make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. Follow me for more. And just wait, because next season I'm going to prove myself. Thank y'all guys for watching. It's been your boy Reese, and I'm out.